Yuga Boys and a salary playing for you exactly 48 after 7 in the morning, and we're speaking mental health, and Daniel Drileba TV is in the building. Daniel, these are the issues we're speaking about, where a full song is dedicated to getting your salary and taking it to the bar, and the youths are following suit. This just shows you how society is broken, and we have nothing much to hope for except for alcohol.
That's why we want to see how we can regulate, because this is, if somebody is saying he can't wait for his salary so that he can take it to the bar, what is he thinking about the sustainability of his family? How is the life of the children? How is issues around family setting? You know, that's why I want to ask people to embrace this policy, the alcohol drink control bill that was brought in Parliament. Why do we need to why was it proposed, and why are we looking at it this way? We are saying, despite its economic importance, alcohol threatens public health and imposes a substantial economic burden on societies in Uganda and worldwide. So what do we need to know here? Issues, if we don't regulate, what time do we go to these bars? If we don't regulate, what kind of alcohol do we need in this country, if we need it at all? We're going to have more damages. That's why right now, alcohol is the third leading risk factor for poor health, contributing to over 200 diseases, including addictions, cancers, and various forms of psychiatric and cardiovascular and respiratory illnesses. Number two, right now, as I speak globally, 1 every 10 seconds somebody is dying because of alcohol-related problem. Now, somebody who is drunk, you don't expect them to perform at work.
Absolutely.
If right now somebody is drunk, you can't expect them. So that means what? Alcohol consumption impacts 14 of the 17 sustainable development goals, contributing to the issues like poverty, gender-based violence, and other social and economic problems.
Poverty, I'll agree with you.
So that's why we are trying to call upon Ugandans. Hey, let's engage. Let's support this bill. Let this bill become law. Otherwise, without control, without issues that can regulate these issues, we are destined for destruction. And so that's why we want to see how do we treat.
How do we treat? Yes.
Now, treatment has two ways that I will come in here. I want to talk about treatment and prevention, because prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
One thing I want to say is, in as much as treating mental illnesses is expensive in this country, people can actually receive treatment and they can recover. That's one. Two, the barrier to treatment is stigma. Many people are struggling because of stigma, and that's what also one thing that I talked about in this book here, how to break that stigma and these barriers around treatment. Because treatment is there, people can actually recover. That's why I'm here. Many other people have recovered in this country from various mental illnesses. Okay, so but one thing I want to say is, in as much as there are these barriers, if families can still see their persons who are struggling with mental illnesses as a person, we are going to go. Because if you see a person has a problem, you can't help them. A person is a person, a problem is a problem. A person has a problem. So if you see it from that perspective, you'll be able to see how to help this person who has a problem.
The problem usually is that we put them together.
But if you see a person has a problem, you can't help them. That's one. Two, even if you try to help a person who you see has a problem, the person will deny and they refuse your support and your help, because you have already labeled them as a problem.
As a problem, yes.
So that is where the issues are.
You need to deal with the problem, not the person.
Deal with the problem, not the person.
Yes.
This is a good person. This is a very good guy.
From that perspective.
Exactly. That is where we are going to begin from. Otherwise, every health center because our advocacy has been to all levels. So we have things that government needs to do. We have things individuals need to do. We have things workplaces need to do as we handle these issues. But now, in terms of treatment, number one, get treatment from recognized medical facility. I want to say it here again. Mental illness is not witchcraft. Mental
Sometimes
illness
we
is
make-
not witchcraft.
Sometimes we make witchcraft to be so big.
Witchcraft
We
is different
we make
from
the devil
you know,
look like he's doing a good
No.
job.
because mental illness is not caused by witchcraft. Mental illness can be treated. Mental illness is not only for those who are weak. Everybody can suffer from this. Mental illness is not a punishment from God for sin. Mental illness cannot be treated by herbal medicine. These are some things that these are myths I want to clear. Because we have heard people say, oh, this herbal medicine even treats mental illness. Never. Mental illness, because there are different types of mental illnesses. If somebody is suffering from depression, like the way I suffered from depression, they will need antidepressants plus other medications. If somebody is suffering from psychosis, psychotic disorders, they need antipsychotic drugs. If somebody is suffering from bipolar, they need mood stabilizers. So which herbal medicine do you have that can do all this? Because each individual mental illness has its own prescription. Yeah. And every health center has a mental health unit. Please access mental health services from those services. And if you fear there because of the stigma, then you can approach the private facilities that are there that offer these services. Because we also have that facility that we offer. We offer these services for mental health issues as well.
Yes.
That's one. Number two, psychotherapy. This is where psychological treatment comes. Most of this, like this guy said, there is this song where he was saying, because of rejection, now he has gone to whiskey. You heard that song that you played. Yes. Because somebody rejected him.
He's given up on
now he has given up
on
Apple, and then he has gone
He
to
doesn't
whiskey.
shower even if it's 2 weeks.
In fact, if you don't shower for 2 weeks, that is depression. You are struggling. You need treatment. And what you need to do is you need psychological treatment.
Make it in a song sound so nice.
You need psychological treatment.
No, it's not nice. You have a problem.
You have a problem. You see a psychologist. You see a counselor. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Get treatment. Number three, spiritual treatment is there. This is where we say you go to church today, Sunday. Go to church. Attend service. Have you ever been to church and then the preacher preaches and then after that you say, I was helped the way the man preached.
Yes.
I've been helped. Why? You are me, you are like you, I'm like me, because there are three things. We have the body, we have the soul, we have the spirit. These three must be treated equally. That's why for us to receive total healing and transformation, this three has to be in place. That's why I'm talking about this.
Much as we go to church, much as we pray, you need to treat your body.
You need to treat your body.
The body is the body.
Your body needs treatment.
It needs treatment.
Please
go for the prescriptions.
If
go for the
they have given you medications to take it religiously. Take it because it is for your own good. It is for your own good. Number two, please, I want to call upon people out there. Don't self-medicate. This habit of going to the pharmacy because you have read something online, you go to the pharmacy and then buy medication for yourself. Don't self-medicate. See a psychiatric nurse or a psychiatric doctor. See a counselor. See a psychologist. Get proper prescriptions from the health practitioners so that you are treated well.
Yeah. Now,
two, I want to come to prevention. Advocacy is one of them. That's why we're doing advocacy here. Why I'm doing this is advocacy. Help people to overcome rejection. Even if you feel abandoned, even if you have been feeling all these issues that you have, overcome it. Turn your dreams into reality. You can still make it. You are not alone, and you'll never be alone. I'm not ashamed to come here and say, you know what, I struggle with these issues. Because that's my story. I struggle with it. Yes, I didn't commit suicide, though I had so many cases where I committed suicide. I had to overcome those thoughts. I had to overcome every of those challenges to be where we are today. And it is from my experiences that we thought of ourselves, that, okay, how do we help others? That's how we began Voice of Restoration organization, where we provide mental health services. We even offer trainings for different categories of people. We do trainings for religious leaders. We do training for teachers. We do training for organizations. We engage different facilities. We engage different people to let them know that help is available. We create awareness through our teachings. We create awareness through these engagements. Number two, I want to call upon all of us who are out there. Let's support this alcohol policy bill, because this is going to help us control, put limits, this is going to prevent our young people from getting messed up. Okay, so there are so many things that I wish we get time to just, I think maybe one of these days, we just need to come and discuss this alcohol control bill. We just need to come and discuss what is in this bill. How can this bill help us? How can this bill preserve our lives? Because now if somebody is saying they're going to carry the whole salary and take to the bar, which also I did, it is not a healthy thing. Because at the end of the day, your family is suffering. You are struggling yourself. Everything is falling apart. Nutrition is affected. We're having over 200 different health factors coming through because of this. You know, and at the end of the day, do you know that alcohol use among children and youth is growing exponentially? And every school, things are falling apart. In schools, in universities, these issues need to be addressed. That's why we are saying, hey, help is available. We need to engage and things need to work out.
Daniel Drileba TV in the building, and we've been speaking mental health for the past 1 hour. I hope you've gained a thing or two. Now, your final remarks, as I'm looking at all of these books that you've authored, and they all offer solutions, you know? Broke by choice. This is a nice one. And this speaks about how to move from debts and financial.
If you check chapter 2 of that book, you will see my financial statement.
How you were before,
how I was before,
and
how things were, how depressed you were. Look at that. Look at how you get the whole salary and it is chopped by the bank and you remain with zero for 3.5 years. And you're a married man.
That's terrible.
It is.
And
we've been going through this life. So we've been there. I know what it means.
And then there's this one on overcoming rejection. A wonderful one. I think this is very key. I think this will be a nice one for so many out there. You feel you're rejected and then there's a problem. And then we over spiritualize rejection. Sometimes it's not that.
That's why I put it here that you need to understand where it's coming from. Because when you are rejected, there are two things. There is something that you might have done that has attracted that rejection. Or there's something that you've never done, but it has also brought for you some rejection.
I always tell my friends, you see, Daniel, my background is a little bit into drugs and especially marijuana, and I know that it's one of the causes for rejection among young people. And,
exactly.
And apart from it just being spiritual rejection, nobody likes a smoker. Nobody likes a drug addict.
Nobody wants to live with somebody with the bad behavior.
That might just be the reason why you're rejected.
Exactly.
You know, it pushes people away from you. But even before they push themselves away from you, you actually push yourself away because what it does, you withdraw.
You withdraw.
And slowly it becomes a character and it's stopping you from relating with important people. Family is important, you know? And then you go with the stray friends, you know, people who are not, you know what happens in the ghetto when you smoke, like people don't even know your real names. These people don't know you.
They give you a nickname.
They give you a nickname and that's what you know. And they don't tell you the truth about who they are. And they talk bad about their family members. They say, oh, my brother is so mean. I don't want, my father's like this. And then you get rejected by important people. Really, really key. And then Hope in the Age of Depression.
There is a hope. There is a hope.
Yes, I also love this one on relationships. Micah in Control, I was saying a girlfriend rejected him and then he's...
After 8 heartbreaks and a married man. So you are not alone. You can't just go...
Don't get rejected and resort to whiskey and not showering for 8 weeks.
No, seek for help. Help is available. Maybe I can give out my contact for those who might need it.
It's well done, yeah.
0774 805028. I repeat, 0774 805028. If you're out of the country, you need to begin with the +256 774
online right now.
805028. So, Daniel.
Yes.
This is for you.
Thank you so much. I've got myself 4 copies of
you have to have your library full and
yes, and I will do some reading. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for coming.
You
blessed us so much. You opened our eyes, and now we know what we need to actually do. So God bless you so much, and thank you for doing the great work.
Thank you.
94.8 XFM. Let's take a short break, and when I return in this hour, we're going to be helping someone who might be having a mental illness issue in just a bit. Keep it XFM.
Anita Pole.